Pop been giving gang since I came out the womb. I'll be the same nigga from the cradle to the tomb. Miss some shit I gotta teach, you know the gang can't rule. As long as everybody on the same page, we gon' be cool. Tryna pass it to the king, but the queens to get it too. They not hearing me. A place where we can laugh and talk shit, but this ain't therapy. This the real deal, nigga, far from parody. 4 brothers dropping jewels, moment of clarity. Yeah, knew I was gon' make it. Yeah, fast spaceship. Clarified diamonds, clarified conversation. Yeah, knew I was gon' make it. Tesla like a spaceship. Clarified diamonds, clarified conversation. Yeah. Yeah, clarified diamonds, clarified conversation. Yeah. Yeah, clarified diamonds, clarified conversation.
Yes! Hell yeah! Yes! Hell yes!
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, niggas, and all you little niggas out there, nigga.
Man.
This your boy L.I., man.
What's happening? It's your player partner RB.
Man, shot it.
Your boy D-Red, man. Another episode of Clarified Conversations.
Yes, sir.
Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. Keep leaving us those comments that you've been leaving us. You know what I'm saying? Share it with your friends and family. Fuck with us, man. Hit us up individually too. You see the names at the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
You already know what's going on. Follow us. You know what I'm saying? Like my nigga RB would say, don't follow me, follow Jesus. But I'm telling you to follow me.
And Jesus.
And Jesus. 2 for 1 when you follow me. You get him and myself. All right? Yeah.
That's real.
Do that.
That's real. I like that one.
Playoffs coming around the corner.
Man.
I'm excited about that.
Me too, bro.
New York Knicks, baby. Knicks Nation.
Nah.
Yeah.
K got something for y'all boys, man.
That's
Agtown representative.
Agtown, Texas,
But that
817.
nigga never said shit about Cade Cunningham until they made it to the playoffs. All of a sudden, ironically, he comes that boy Cade got something to say. You don't even know what he about to say.
You know, RB straight Texas, dog.
He can't have that much confidence in a nigga that ain't been there.
He got confidence in Texas.
That's all.
That's it.
That's it.
all.
This is his.
That's it.
Big extra plug.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He just doing it because he
Texas.
light skinned. There's another nigga with the complexion for the connection. That's
Hey,
just
from
another
Arlington.
nigga.
And we stay winning, huh?
Man,
tell you about
what
RB.
it look like.
He love mixed niggas. Like Cade,
Whoa.
Steph,
I love my people.
who else? Clay.
Y'all gotta check out Sword World
Oh, he
too.
definitely loved Barack.
He was crazy about Danny Green.
Drake.
Nah.
That's one
that's what
nigga that he don't fuck with is
I don't
Drake.
know. I don't know why, bruh.
I don't know why
Because
either.
he took the real light skinned nigga Kurt Cobain style. Well, fuck all that. Man.
So let me ask you
J.
this.
Cole.
Oh yeah.
He love Drake.
He the GOAT.
Yeah. So let me ask y'all this.
So
Bias.
Them AFCs, right? I'm an underdog nigga. I don't know why. I always be like that. Just an underdog.
that's because you short.
Hey, maybe he will.
Little man
Hey,
syndrome.
hey,
He always been the underdog all his life.
I can't argue with how God made me.
He
Can't argue.
got an attitude problem for
All
no
that.
reason.
All that.
Just
Yeah, all that. Ready to go at any time.
anytime.
Yeah.
Just piped up.
I'm the nigga that you want on your side and you don't want to be on the other side.
I'm gonna tell y'all. Well,
I ain't scared of you.
I ain't saying.
I'm gonna tell you a story
I
about
ain't saying you
Charles.
should be.
Yeah.
We had a story. It was a long time ago.
Nigga, I'm Looney Tunes.
Long
Long time ago.
Nigga. Looney Tunes.
Long story short, dog, we just had a little old scrappity scrap.
Oh man,
Going to these
bruh.
clubs,
Strip club at all places, bro.
all places.
Y'all two niggas was fighting.
Fighting in the strip club, bro. Like out of all places that you could go, this is where you should be able to kick back, have a good time, have some drinks, and enjoy the atmosphere.
Y'all
had him loose.
Y'all hear
I had him loose.
y'all hear shit down or y'all got your ass beat respectfully?
Oh no,
Come on, dog.
nah. Hey,
They said,
Yeah.
niggas went out like some G's.
he had the pit bull with him.
Y'all was going.
Yeah, I was ready.
To that taser got my boy.
Oh yeah.
They takes you. That nigga
Yes.
started.
Y'all had a wrist up.
What you do when they taser him? Come on, shot it,
Go
nigga.
to a scrappy, dog.
You still know.
multiple niggas.
Yeah, it was multiple.
My niggas lost, but I know
We
y'all
ain't
niggas
lose
was
that one.
swinging.
We ain't lose
They
that
ain't lose. They ain't lose.
one. We ain't lose
I
that one.
walked in how I walked out.
So y'all was Jackie Chan and
Let me
Chris
tell-
Tucker.
let me
and
tell-
that
Nah.
So y'all whooped 28 niggas, y'all too. Okay.
35.
Double dragon, okay.
35 or what? They came out with the robes on.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
They said,
They came
hey,
out
we
with the
gonna take
robes
this to
on.
our grave, nigga. We whooped you.
I shot one of them.
Yeah.
I won.
Hey,
I know I popped
look,
one.
that's how niggas get caught informants. God damn.
Oh, okay.
Police.
The fed or something.
Whoa.
Whoa, ain't say nothing about nobody getting
I
shot.
got no gun
I
on me,
don't
man.
know when that happened.
So how y'all whoop these niggas off? How did y'all escape?
They thought this nigga was in a gang.
That's how I escaped. How we escaped.
How y'all escape?
No, it wasn't like it was multiple niggas, meaning that like it wasn't just like one person fighting one person. They probably had like 4 or 5 people with us. We had 3 people with us, and there was one person in the club that he knew.
Oh, you on my homeboy.
So it wasn't like we was like outmatched. It was just now you fighting over here, and you turn around, you fighting another nigga. It was on some stuff like that. It's not like us getting jumped.
I like how the number shook out. They were still outnumbered though.
No,
They had 4, 5
no.
of them. It was 3 of them.
It was 3. It was 3 that rolled with us. 3 that rolled with us. His brothers met us there.
And it was 6 or 7 of them, right?
It was 4 or 5 of them.
It was 4 or 5 of them.
You know
and
you
then
fucked up, don't you?
And then I had a partner.
I'm just saying.
Then my partner was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We already know how it
Yeah, it
works.
was 12,
His
45.
brother, his brother was downstairs, nigga, asleep,
My brother was asleep.
passed out, bro.
Shout out
Fucked
to
up.
Rocco.
Hey,
Rocco.
Both
Rocco,
of them swinging.
I never
Nah,
forget you for that shit, nigga.
Nah, Rocco just
That nigga
gone.
woke
He
up
slipped
said,
through the hole of the ball.
what happened?
Nigga, when we was
That nigga
leaving,
woke up said, what
when the
happened?
police was escorting us out, that's when he woke up. Nigga, what's up? Nigga, that's my brother.
Who got the rent money? Who got the rent money?
Hey, nah, it was like like Snoop Dogg with the wash. Them niggas try to jump Snoop Dogg. That's how his brother came out. I swear. This my brother. Hey man, hey, if y'all want to get on the phone and bounce, we get on the phone and bounce.
Said just now?
Them niggas try to jump you, bro. Hey, that nigga in the car with the swishes on, nigga dug out like that.
Nigga grabbed red eyes, lower jaw. What happened to your face? Now tell me, what happened to your face? Nigga ready to go back in there and say, it's over, bro.
Oh
Smack his hand
my
off. It's over, bro.
man.
Nah,
That
was
shit
fun,
crazy.
bro. That was a fun night though after we left, bro.
That was
That
fucked
shit
up.
sound funny.
That nigga got sober real quick. I'm
But
like,
then-
nigga, how you pass out in that strip club?
But look, since you saying that, do that, it makes me think a little bit like, when you walk up in the club, knowing that anything can go down, with the people that you rolling with, who you should keep squares out your circles, and you should have the ones that's gonna roll, ride or die with you, whether you winning or losing, they rolling.
Yeah.
Did y'all feel good going into the club that night with the team that you had to say, hey, we ready for whatever?
I ain't gonna say it started like that, but you know what I'm saying?
But it's like, yeah,
Proof is in the
we
pudding.
weren't thinking like that, but we was like
like
if
when it
something-
happened, it was like, okay.
When it did happen, then it was like, okay, everybody did get down.
And that's the importance of us understanding and assessing our circle to see who's really fucking with you and who's really not, or who's finding a way to escape whatever situation because they really not fucking with you.
Scared of confrontation.
They scared of losing with you.
Yeah,
But they want to win with you.
Yep.
They
And
want to go to the club and see the bitches and let them twerk on them, but as soon as the bitch say no, or as soon as another nigga say that's my bitch, yo, that's that nigga that gonna be walking by like, hey, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Or that nigga gonna be like, hey, nigga, that's our bitch, nigga, what's up? You gonna have to take on both of us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. You gotta.
because I feel like that's how these players going into playoffs. We talking about the playoffs, right?
Yeah,
We talking
yeah.
about the teams and how they entering the playoffs right now. But every team that's entering the playoffs right now probably like, man, this is our chance. We can win it.
Right.
But do they really feel like they can win it with the team that they about to go to the war
Right.
with?
So,
You know what I'm saying?
Are your boys gonna go to war with you?
Yeah.
That's what
Are you
really
gonna
ask.
go with me?
That's it.
And
Are
that's
you ready to go with me?
yeah. And that's the thing, bro. You said something very key. Like, you have to be ready to go with who you came with. You can't look across the locker room, man, like, man, if we just had such and such on our team. Man, if we just had what you call on our show. If we just could have, nah, you can't go in the locker room looking like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, inevitably, it's certain players in the league, if one player go to their team, can change the whole landscape of the team. However, we're talking about I'm looking, you got to take all 12 of us down.
Bro,
That's how I feel.
Ja got hurt in the game last night, and the Grizzlies didn't skip a beat. They had to play 25 games without him already, so they already went to war.
And
without him.
then
And they
he
was
still
ready.
showed how much he
Yeah.
cut for them by.
Yeah.
He couldn't walk.
And he still came back
Still
in the
Came back in that game to try to show this team like, bruh, they gonna have to carry me off this motherfucker.
That's a metaphor in itself, bro. Like when you can't give your all, when this all I got, but I'm on the floor with you, lock arms and arms. You know what I'm saying? I don't got enough money to invest right now, bro. But I got 150. Whatever you need with that 150, I got you.
I can clean up the shop. I
Yes.
can make sure the camera's on point. I can make sure that y'all niggas is straight.
Yes,
I can
bro.
make sure the shirts and shit is already there.
Yep.
I can contribute in other ways to assist niggas versus having to.
Contributions.
Yes, bro.
It's
And-
other ways. The bench player, all the way down to the 15th man on that
We
motherfucking
make it-
bench player role.
Everybody has to play their role.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
yes.
know your position, own your position.
Nigga, I'm looking forward to that high five in that timeout, nigga, when I'm coming
Real
to the
talk,
side.
bro.
I'm looking forward to you saying, nigga, keep going. I don't give a fuck if you don't get in the game.
Yep.
Let me be that nigga. I'll be that nigga that's gonna tell you when you come out the game, like, hey, bro, nigga, you killing them niggas out there. Don't you let up neither. Let's go.
and
We
if-
need you.
And if y'all picking up anything from what we saying, man, you got a partner that got a t-shirt brand, a shop, a photography business. That's how you should be talking to them. That's how you should be talking to your sister or the sister that you claim. Like you should be hyping them up just like that in their comments, in their DMs. Telling them like, man, this so fly. Let me know when I can buy a shirt. Support. You know what I'm saying? Popping up on the podcast, asking questions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is like when you just say that I fuck with you, show it. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
That's
It's so easy.
A like,
it's so
a share,
easy.
a comment.
I'm saying it's so easy to share. If this your so-called partner, why so hard is to share they pay, share they business?
Because people they want to see you do well. They don't want you to do better than them.
It's just the bottom line.
Damn.
And I'm gonna go a little further
But
than
you can share
that.
somebody else that you don't
It's
even know.
not necessarily. Yeah, exactly.
That's why you
Man.
Yeah.
That's what some.
That's what people do. They ain't no some. That's what most
That's
people
why you
do.
find your tribe. You people that you thought was your
Listen,
tribe.
nothing boils me more. I take more pride into letting people know that the people that I'm sharing on my page and on my social media is actually people that I know. You get what I'm saying? Nothing makes me take more pride in that. When I put up songs and my homies that rap, how I share their music on my page, how other people with clothing lines share their shit on my page. These people I know.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you got a comedy page. I'm sharing your funny shit on my page. Like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got a decorating business. You decorating homes, cleaning homes.
You a barber.
You a barber. I'm
Yeah.
promoting anybody that I fuck with directly on my social media. And sometimes it don't be reciprocated. But at the same time, I'm not even looking for it to reciprocate because at the end of the day, you giving me in real time how I need to fuck with you.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put up no fuss. I ain't gonna fight. I ain't gonna argue. I ain't gonna even hit your ass with a bottle. But I'm just not gonna fuck with you the way I once fucked with you before. And,
But I would also add to that, people do reciprocate in different ways.
yeah.
So you gotta understand, just like people have different love languages. So if I let somebody borrow some money, because I may have more money than them, and I'm sitting there expecting that same amount back, maybe they're gonna repay me in something different. Maybe they're gonna come help me build something instead of give my money back. Maybe they're gonna, so it's also a reciprocation. Doesn't always have to be one for one.
It's always you always gotta understand. It's kind of like understanding someone's love language.
Yeah.
You can love them based off of what way that you think that you can only show it.
Yeah.
But if you're not necessarily conforming to the way they
want
feel
it, yeah.
love or feel lovable and adequate in the area that they appreciate it, then you still wasting your fucking time as well. And it's not necessarily should go unnoticed, but at the same time, you're not conforming to what it is that makes me feel love and adequate, so I don't necessarily have to accept it.
I totally agree with that. But I can acknowledge the fact that you're reciprocating in your way. It just don't. If gifts into your love language, and someone comes and gives you gifts, that may not mean too much to you. But you would at least be like, but man, at least they tried.
But you appreciate the effort.
Yes. Yeah.
I would say
No, but the thought has to count.
the thought has to count. The placement has to count too,
Right.
because of what he's saying, and more important, what Red said as well. if I'm sharing your stuff on social media, right? This is the area that we're in. This is the space that we at the time.
That's
social
what's gonna
media,
help.
Yeah.
right? So, and like Red said, if I see you sharing other motherfucker shit,
Yeah.
and I've been sharing your shit, and I'm popping out with something, and you're not doing the same for me, now I feel slighted.
That
So
feels
that has
slighted.
nothing
That has nothing to do with other ways of showing your
because
reciprocity.
that's
So here's the example I would give. If you have a clothing business and you're putting your clothing business out there on social media, and the person doesn't share it, but they go spend $1,000 buying all your clothes, that's their way of showing that they're supporting you. It's in their love language.
Yeah.
You might want them to share
But that's
it.
still
but
a
they're-
part. That's still a part. That's not
I'm not saying it's
necessarily.
right or wrong. I'm just saying.
That is a form of appreciation.
That's
Yeah,
a
you
form
can
of
acknowledge
I
appreciation
agree with that,
that
yeah.
still aligns with the clothing line.
That's what I'm saying.
But
it's not what you want, they want.
but that's a good example of that aligns.
Yes.
But if
You
it
change
doesn't
it.
align,
Yeah.
this is what we said. If I got my clothing line, but you're sharing Gucci, Prada,
I got you.
and
I got you.
Ralph
Yeah.
Lauren,
Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
I got
and you did buy my shit, at least share it with you wearing it.
I got
Oh,
you. I see
yeah.
what
You still
Yeah.
need to bring light to my shit.
Thanks for that clarity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I understand what that
Now
means.
that's clear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's what you gotta say it perfectly. Ain't even more to elaborate on that, man.
Right.
But that's the biggest thing, man. Like we have to be able to build a team that you can win with, that you can lose with. That shit when we down 20, we watched the game yesterday. Team down 20, claw all the way back to like 3 or within 1. You know what I'm saying? And that they lost in the end. But I'm just saying. You still have to be happy in terms of like we went down swinging.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
and the people that this is a word. The people that brought them back when the team was down got it within 1. And this was Orlando last night. The people that brought them back wasn't even the starters. So the people that you looking across with, and the people that you see on a day-to-day basis, that's your starters, that's your people, may not even be the people that bring you back. It may be that person that you talk to every now and then.
That person that got your back.
Yeah, that got your back.
Like,
So
when you need me,
Yes.
sub me in.
Is that you need me to get in the game for you? You need me to share that post?
You
need
usually
me
straight.
Shout out to Corey Joseph.
Yes.
You
No,
usually
Cole,
straight.
Representing now.
Cole Anthony.
You know what?
Cole.
You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like having that lifeline behind you. Like, I know you roll with A 24/7, and you may not need B.
Right.
But when A ain't available and you need B, I'm here.
Exactly.
up.
And I'm gonna step in long enough for A to show back up.
Yeah.
It's the same love. You know what I'm saying? They didn't finish the game. They just they played their
They
position,
rolled.
bro.
They
They
rolled.
played their fucking role, bro, to the best of their ability, and they set back down.
That's clarification.
Now, if everybody was trying to be Ja, if everybody was trying to be Steph, it wouldn't work. But if
Yeah.
everybody played their role,
That's real.
You can
That's
either
real.
fuck up the chemistry or add to it.
And what's so great about that, bro, is you said the Steph and Steph game, right? Steph didn't even have the most points on his team. But you got somebody that did have the most points and say his Robin. So sometimes the star player on our team may not even have the most points. You know what I'm saying? But he knows who's the most important. He knows who the person that we need to go to. Hey, this one we need to get the ball to.
Sacrifices.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sacrifices is understanding mismatch. Right?
Yep.
That's business, bro. That's it's so many things, you know what I'm saying? And this is something gonna be broken down like many times over and over. But like it's so many life lessons in sports when you think about stuff like that.
And that comes with maturity. If you the support,
Yes.
like and putting your pride and ego to the side.
Man.
Like
Selfless.
can I put that aside and still give my boy all my effort
Yes.
without hating or being envious? You know
That's what
I'm
you
saying?
call unconditional.
Or you
That's what
telling
you
him,
call unconditional.
or you reminding him, hey, you wouldn't have won it without me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He understand his importance
Right.
and his role, but he's saying, hey, I'm willing to be your Robin now. You know what I'm saying? In this area, you know, in this space where I left a situation when I was Batman. You know what I'm saying?
It's like that for all of us, depending upon where you catch us at during the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we're all gonna play a different role. One of us gonna be.
Yeah, that's
Depending
real.
on your field.
And when it comes to the clarified conversation stage, nigga, this the Batman. That's not really talking to me the main character.
Batman, he 40-something
You already
episodes
know that
in.
off camera.
Yeah.
You already know.
So, piggybacking off how we talking about Batman and Robin, I got a question, man. Something that's been lingering in my mind about something, right?
What's up?
Another way to say this in a different way, but like speaking of Batman and Robin, in most superhero stories, right? You know what I'm saying? Where the person is like the man, Superman, Batman, Incredible Hulk, whatever you want to, whatever movies that you watch. In order for the lady to like them, they normally are something that they're not. They're usually not. For instance, Lois Lane loves Superman, but she didn't really fuck with Clark like that. So why do it feel like
Laura loves Stefan, but then fuck with Steve?
Yeah,
Steven.
So it's like, why
to start some shit, bro?
Why does it seem like we got to become a supernatural version of ourselves in order to be accepted with love in certain areas for a lot of guys? Why does it feel like we have to elevate ourselves to a point that in order for a woman to appreciate your worth, you gotta have a 6 figures, you gotta have a job, you gotta be 6 feet, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be this supernatural person that doesn't exist just for you to like me. So just like the superhero movies, you only like me when I put the cape on and this other stuff, but I just had the glasses and the suit on, I want shit.
I think you answered the question. You answered your question in asking it. You see the results when people do that.
What's that?
You see how Lois Lane acted when he became Superman. You see how Laura acted when he became Stefan. So that's what forces men to be like, well, I need to be a Superman and Stefan because that's going to get the results.
But that's what I'm saying in terms of men. We got to realize that Superman been in us all along. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
he was the same man.
Yeah, he's the same fucking person.
You know, see past your Clark Kent.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta. Sometimes you can even.
Hold on, clarify that. Clarify that, Red.
Yeah, clarify that, bro. You gotta.
It's almost saying nobody's perfect, right?
Yeah.
Can you love me past my flaws? My imperfections? Can you love me past that? Like, yeah, you want a Superman or whatever, but I may not be the Superman, but I'm your Superman. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Or if I can piggyback off that, can you love me to be the version of the Superman that you see that's in me? Like, we see superstar in you. So she up in you, babe. You gonna have the best podcast
Especially
ever.
if you a help, mate.
Babe, you go, hey, I see where you going, what you doing, babe, and y'all gonna have the best show of all time. And she don't even see the results right now, but that's what she's bringing to the table. She already see the Superman in you.
Y'all are here to complete us, not compete with us.
Man, that's what word in itself.
Because we can't do it without you, baby.
We don't want to do it without you.
We don't want it, baby.
And if you want us to pour into your cup, you gotta keep filling us up.
That's real.
Can't pour into a cup when we're empty.
Yeah, with a hole in the bottom. And then you ask why you got a hole in the cup. Jazz.
Man.
What you think? What you think is going outside? On the outside? You think I'm treated fairly?
You can't fill a laundry basket.
No, I'm saying if
I come home to escape the world, and I can't come home to peace, I still feel like I'm escaping the world.
Exactly. Man. So now when you try to fill me up, you know what I'm saying? It's not in a form of that it feels
genuine.
like love. You know what I'm saying?
It's not genuine.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you know, we want to reciprocate that as well. You know, we just telling you what our viewpoints and what we go through. You know what I'm saying? As men on a day-to-day basis. There's so many things that we worry about and think about that that you guys probably don't have time to do that.
That's why DGs stay in business.
Just the presence of a man.
But him saying that, but I'm about to say this, and I think we should switch gears on it because I want to talk about it. Let's talk about it since we're gonna talk about it.
Damn.
What boils down to all of it is the fact that we as men, we're losing our charm, and our women is losing their femininity. When we understand that situations can be de-escalated just by a simple charm, because women are going to naturally express themselves.
That's some clarity.
And when a woman know that a man is mad, she's the reason that he's mad. If you don't use your femininity to bring him back, then we're going to forever see this gap.
And if we complete one another to make 100%, if they're lacking femininity, That means we're lacking masculinity.
That's why it all goes hand in hand. So that makes me think about why the underlying issue within that is, just to be honest, like, I just want to get your point of view. We as men, we lack the charm. We lack the charm that we once had. Men are no longer charming, and the women are no longer truly feminine. And I say that to provide clarity is, if we talk about masculinity, we are quick to be offensive nowadays when the woman call us out or try to come at us in some sort of way, rather than going to charm her like, hey, chill out, pull her close, smack on the butt, make her laugh at how she sounded, especially if she sounded silly.
So that's because that guy is not being results oriented, or he may not have the skill.
Would you clarify results oriented?
If you know that being charming, if you know that feeding into, I won't say feeding into their ego, but by being played with your lady or with your bitch or whatever you got, I respect it. However you play the game, by doing it that way, you're gonna get positive results in return from her. But by trying to go against the grain or go at it like she a man, like she a nigga, she don't operate off logic. They don't have the same emotional intelligence. So all you're gonna do is tap into their emotion. So I say that to say this. You talking about masculinity and femininity. And one thing I always say is, like I said earlier, they complete us, we don't compete. So if we make 100% and 50-50 in their femininity and we're masculinity, anytime that they teeter to where their femininity is going up, or excuse me, going down, that means our masculinity is going down because they're taking more of ours. So we got to check ourselves, because just like we lead our kids, we lead our girl, we lead our family.
And I agree with you, because what I'm saying in hindsight is, women that lives in their femininity unknowingly controls the man.
Facts.
Man.
Facts.
Run through a wall for their ass.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's up to us to provide that secure place for them to do that too.
When the man provides masculinity,
Yes.
what it does for her.
Yes.
So,
You know what I'm saying?
Allows her to be in her feminine.
It allows her to be feminine to where it can, feed off. That's what I was saying with pouring in each other's cup.
right.
Because if only one drinking from the cup, only one being nourished.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with
The other one being drained, only one being nourished because of the benefit
Yep.
of the other one that's intentionally pouring into their cup. That's why you have to pour into each other so we both can drink.
And hopefully both sides can, again, I know I've been saying this, but put your pride aside and be willing to accept or be willing to endure what they're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you how to be a woman. You know what I'm saying? You could be doing a woman thing. I can't be like, you know what? It's not what a woman do. It's not what a woman do.
Right.
So I can only be a man.
Right.
And then vice versa. Especially for
You can't
some
tell
of these
them.
women who haven't grew up with a father or a man in the house.
You make it sense.
Or never even know what a man looks like.
There you go.
You can't tell me how to be a man if you never seen one yourself.
You make it sense, but I feel like only to a certain extent. And what I mean by that is, and let me clarify. We know how to recognize what makes us feel lovable and adequate in a relationship. So even though I'm not telling you how to be a woman,
Right.
I'm telling you how I respond to femininity.
Absolutely.
So whatever that looks like for you, but if I'm expressing to you in vulnerability state, listen, don't get mad at me when you know I'm mad at you. To try to use that reverse psychology, being emotionally manipulative.
Yeah.
Don't get mad at me storming the room because you recognize that I'm mad at you. Oh, you still mad about that shit? And now you go play victim and go in the room, lock yourself up in the room and be mad at me because I'm mad at you.
You supposed to be a grown man. Why you still mad about that?
Oh, let me know if I'm the man. Am I the woman or you are?
Yeah.
Are you sassy? We
Right.
sassy now.
Right. Or vice versa. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Or there's little dick energy.
Yeah.
Fuck all that.
That's called lack of accountability.
Go get my ice cream. Rub my fucking hair. Tell me I'm sorry, baby. What you want to eat tonight?
Right.
Oh, you know what? I know what you want to eat tonight. I know what your favorite meal is.
And see what type of man you get in return.
Because it's expected from us to go get those flowers.
Yep.
It's expected of us to take her on that date, take her out on that dinner date. I'm sorry, baby. You gonna forgive me? That's already expected. And let us try to play victim when she has a validated reason on being angry at us, and we try to reverse it in an emotional way like they do us. We're narcissistic.
That makes me think about like expectations versus limitations. So talking about that in terms of like you just said, they expect in that moment for us to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Dinner, flowers, whatever it takes for us to showcase our sincerity in terms of saying sorry. However, that's the expectation coming from them. When it's reversed, they limit themselves to us. Mm-hmm. So when I'm mad, I ain't cooking. Yeah. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing this.
I ain't doing this until you show me this.
So you can have an expectation of me, but you can have limitations when it comes from yourself. And that's the part that we gotta work on. It doesn't benefit you. Exactly. And then what's so crazy is the fact that
it still does.
I don't understand why a lot of these conversations happen in private. So who you showing out for? Who we showing out for? These conversations is private.
Right.
So if I wanted to put my pride aside, who else would see it?
Mm-hmm. To the end of the day,
like, what's going on?
Nah, real talk. At the end of the day, only thing that really matters is the household.
Yep.
So if we're teammates in this household, let's take care of the household as a whole.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, to elaborate off that, if we come up with the blueprint, why the fuck are you asking for others' opinion? That didn't help you come up with the blueprint.
Not to mention, I think you, Red, or RB, I don't know which one of y'all said it. Maybe we collectively said this, but the issue that need to be addressed is the issue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If the issue is, hey, you don't spend enough time with me, the issue is you don't spend enough time with me.
Let's attack the issue.
Not attack the person that's saying it. Exactly. We gotta attack the fucking issue.
Attack the issue.
Let me address that accordingly. Yeah, I'm telling you, hey, babe, I want my hair rubbed, blah, blah, blah. It's up to you to address the issue that I'm bringing to you and vice versa.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Accountability in that space, because all you can say is, what, you want your hair rubbed? But ask
You don't
yourself,
blah, blah, blah.
do you rub your head? Do you rub the nigga head? If you can say, nah, I don't rub the nigga, then damn it, that's the fucking issue. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But what happens is they say, because he don't rub my feet.
When did you tell me that? After I brought it up to you?
So look, so what I would say to that is, just like the example earlier, the woman who responds with saying, he don't rub my feet, then you're not result oriented. You're not trying to get the masculine out of your man. Because
That's
if you would
real.
just take the lead and swallow your pride and do the feminine, you'd get the masculine out your man.
That's
so
real.
You got some
That's
too,
real.
baby.
Yeah. And because when that nigga know that you're being feminine and you always soft on him, and when you do bring up, damn baby, I'm always rubbing up your back and everything, you never rub my feet, nigga, I'm like, give me your
Exactly. Exactly.
Now he's gonna try to prove to you that, you know what, you ain't gotta ask me no guy.
Well, only the genuine men. You got some snakes out here, but only the genuine man to do that.
Both sides. You still got bitches that ain't deserve their feet to be rubbed.
You're right. You're right.
So
I'm saying genuine people.
But what we're trying to do is bridge the gap of understanding with clarity.
Exactly.
That if we get in our charm bag, man,
Yes, sir.
that we can be able to get better results from our women responding emotionally.
That's real.
And when the woman use her femininity, a nigga will be able to bask in his masculinity, so where you can live in your soft.
Cause that's really their superpower.
Real, bro.
That's really their superpower.
And honestly, bro, I'm gonna be 100% honest. When I thought about masculinity, that wasn't in that bag for me. You know what I'm saying? Charming, romance. For some reason, in the masculine bag, that's not a place that I put that. But now that you're breaking it down, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Why that belongs in that bag, and when I need to unleash it, because we don't talk about women being charming. You know what I'm saying? So that has to be in the masculine bag. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And to put more on top of that, most men use the physicality part of things when we respond more in the rah-rah era, in the more in the macho man versus the charm space, more the emotionally intelligence space, we go to macho space, it's because most guys are trying to instill fear in that woman. It's not
Because
necessarily.
if they was thinking like me,
Well,
and
control.
I'm not saying that I did this or anything like that, but if you operate and you think that's what masculinity is, that's why. Because they didn't understand that charm supposed to be in that bag too. That romance supposed to be in that bag too.
And control.
Empathy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
The
what
number one question in arguing when the man is being masculine, he's being like boisterous in the argument. The number one question he asks is, "Who you talking to?"
because we value respect. We value respect over love. We talk about this all the time, but that's the number one. You show me your love by how much you respect me.
Femininity.
Yeah, so it's not about how much you love me. You showcase your love to me by your respect that you have for me.
Absolutely.
When a woman check you softly, baby, I see what you're talking about. But let me tell you what I see, and hear me out. And she give you that explanation in a way to where you just sit back and listen because she's not challenging you. She's not directly challenging you. She's indirectly challenging you. You get what I'm saying?
You know what she really doing though? We talked about this. She providing clarity over the misunderstanding. She's eliminating the misunderstanding by essentially
eliminating
giving
ego.
clarity. That's exactly what she's
Eliminating
doing. She's
ego.
literally having a clarified conversation.
Yeah.
That's exact, and that's what we're aiming to do with not only you. We're hoping that you take this shit home and have clarified conversation with your
Bring
spouse,
that
your
together.
kids. You know what I'm saying? Your homies, your sisters. We all should be having clarified conversations.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna bridge the gap for every misunderstanding that you have amongst each other.
It's
Any
about-
relationship.
Any relationship.
Any relationship.
It's about fully understanding. You don't necessarily have to agree, but it's to fully understand. Maybe to agree, to disagree, but you understand.
Yes.
And that's the clarity.
Yeah, that's real. So whatever you do this week, you know what I'm saying? If you guys have some moments where you have some clarified conversations with some people, some of your friends, family, wherever it is, you know what I'm saying? You know it's a gap, just a misunderstanding.
Remove that division.
Remove it, man. Let us know the outcome of that. But try your best to have a clarified conversation this week.
Fuck that pride.
Yeah, fuck it.
It's charm and femininity over. All right, man. We holla at y'all later.
Clarified conversation.
Tesla like a spaceship, clarified diamonds, clarified conversation. Yeah.